Good morning, my young whippersnappers. Here we are. Call of Cthulhu. I'm just getting this all set up here. Oh, put this a little bit brighter so I can see it. All right. Oh yeah. Check other settings real quick. Oh, that's all fine. Alrighty. Back. Game on detection on crosshair. Sound control. Okay. Alrighty. We're starting a whole new game. Beautiful morning, but my curtains are closed so I can see. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who is the callousness and remain sane to the hideous end. Oh, well, that's a fascinating opening. Okay. Alrighty. Man, so gruesome. Now, see, I've been fishing. Now, I haven't caught sharks or anything. But I don't ever remember it being this, gruesome. Done halibut fishing. And salmon fishing, but it's never been this gross. What was it? Oh, control. Alright. Maybe I should do the crosshair. Control first. Let's see here. Keyboard. Interaction is E. Okay. Light is middle mouse button. Slide is mouse wheel up. Mouse wheel down. Shoot. Left click. Okay. Word. Right mouse. Okay. Apparently can't do anything with that. Okay. Oh, I see. I see. It's all down here. You know, there's a boat right here. Could just escape. But I know I'm investigating. Yeah, I don't like that voice.
What a putrid offering.
Yeah, I agree. Man, they really killed a lot down here.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
Don't fight what, though? Sorry. My allergies are going crazy. It's all this sea life carcass. Alrighty, let's see here.
Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Okay, so that wasn't me. Oh, just a nightmare. I got myself reading H.P. Lovecraft books. Yeah.
I wonder why I still take these things.
Yeah, seriously. You should do that. You should stop that. It doesn't look like anything's there.
I used to be an avid reader. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Classic story.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Alright, Thank you. Was not enjoying that. Brings back too many memories.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Doctor could well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay. I know if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable in ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? strength, okay. This is of determining the dosage of... Oh. Alrighty. Sanity. Confident in your abilities and your Artesian mind. You conduct your investigation by sticking to the facts, your convictions, and your perception of reality. Your conclusions are logical and reliable. Mental traumas, nightmares, and appearances of veteran of the First World War. Well, that'll get you. Where he took part in, I can't pronounce that. Argone offensive. He is one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion. American units that suffered heavy casualties. Heavy losses from enemy and allied artillery fire forced to hold their position for several days, surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades. Without food or medical supplies, the soldiers were considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by these events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off nightmares that haunt him. Yeah, that'll do it. Places. Pierce Investigations Agency. My private detective agency contracted to the Wentworth Detective Agency after the Great War. I decided to set up in Boston, where there's no lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adultery, settled scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed, but I should probably get rid of these empty bottles. Oh, and I should probably... Okay. But this place is mine for the moment. Lighter, my old lighter, and engraved in memory of the 77th Infantry Division. The men of the Lost Battalion who fell. Doctors prescribed them when I returned from the war. They swore that they would help put an end to nightmares, but for now their effects have been wearing off. Okay.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Okay, let's see here. I'll get your character points. Each point allows you to prove your skills. Okay. Oh, gee. Cats are going nuts out there. Market a diagnosis or expression of your understanding of medical problem. Very good. Occultism. Oh man. Like, these are all really good. Oh, let's see here. Let's do that. Oh, I see. raise it to there. Okay. I am a detective, so that's would be good. All right. Yes.
For this information, Mr. Pierce, our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
Just because I'm a drunkard doesn't mean I can't
You're
do
free
my job.
to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool.
Probably because you are.
Sarah, my little girl. She is dead.
Why'd you kill her?
You must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire.
You did it.
Sarah, her husband.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
I didn't increase my art appreciation skill.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Alrighty. Usually, let's read this first.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Shipping labels, some of it's unreadable, but I can make out part of the address: Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police report, it says that the fire started in the dining room, claimed the whole family. The police decided on domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? Press cutting, an article written about the marriage of Sarah Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. live a recluse life there with only their son Simon. Hang on, one sec. Shut up! Try to do work here. Jeez. Inconsiderate people.
Its strange beauty isn't enough to hide the feeling of dread it carries.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Darkwater? Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw?
Seeing things is kind of a sign of mental frailty.
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about
I don't know that word.
And death.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Oh, screw you!
Queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
Yeah, I might take that whiskey.
I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Treatment, okay. Inhabitants. Dawkins, ship owner. Dawkins is a local celebrity on Darkwater, heir to the ship owner family. He used to travel a lot. He met Sarah Hawkins during a trip in Paris. They fell in love, got married. Dawkins took her to a remote island in Darkwater. They had a child named Simon. Oh yeah, he did. They lived a very secretive life. Sarah Dawkins, painter, age 33. Major known for her tortured artistic universe. Is worshipped for the strangeness of her work and the rarity of her public appearance. I seem to remember that she once said, "I paint what my dreams whisper to me." Hey, maybe I should get into that. Her marriage to Charles Dawkins years ago, a bright high society columnist, a wealthy Boston heiress known for her party going, choosing to follow her new husband and live as a recluse on the island of Darkwater. She disappeared from the front pages of newspapers and nobody heard any more about her. Even her death and a fire remained a secret. Only her father, Stephen Webster, continued to seek the truth. The cool boy, only son of Sarah Charles Hawkins, died in the fire that clipped the whole family. Oh wait, a cult. Oh, here we go. Intuitive and visionary artist for some, overpriced imposter for others. I mean, that's pretty cool. Sarah Hawkins leaves nobody indifferent. This mysterious and reserved painter offers strange images with violent colors and wild strokes to the world. Her paintings are a testimony to her vision of the world, that the world of Sarah Hawkins is a portal open to other dimensions. Straight from Notebook of Edward Ayers, Private Detective. And monster silhouette threatening a woman and a child. Names can be made out in the background. Stephen Webster, the father of Sarah Hawkins, seeks this link to her death of daughter. Here we go. Okay.
I used to be an avid reader. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston, but I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century, but it seems to have been shut since then.
Okay. Since 14th century, it's still rich with many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let that romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. Gigantic creatures still ornates the walls of long-abandoned caves. Well, was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows. But today's inhabitants are the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters. Still remember the mysterious, tumultuous story of their small island off the coast of Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Alrighty. Hold. Okay. And my sinuses are going crazy right now. Alrighty, so if you hear moments of silence, it's just me clearing my nose. I just know it sounds gross, so. Ready. It's a pretty foggy day out. So there's got to be a lighthouse, right?
We're almost there.
How can you tell? I see outlines. Hey, this island is dangerous. You don't know what you're doing, Jesus. Yeah, I can see that happening quite a bit. There's another one over there. Oh, that dude is super strong.
There's guys coming to unload.
Man, it looks like that's like a piece of paper to these people.
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Alright. Let's see here.
Hey, Sullivan, can't you go any faster?
See how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy! They're cops. They can't understand. Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
Yeah, that thing was messed up by something.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
And I'm a detective.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Alright. What's going on over here?
You hear that? You bilge rats don't scare me.
What did he call us
There's
just
nothing
now?
for you here
I
either.
said you were a bilge
Pretense.
rat. And even at
Oh, the bootleggers. Okay.
you think we don't know what you're doing?
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
You guys got anything for me? Nah? Alright. Alright, what we got here? ghost, dude!
Hey, be careful.
You're a jerk, I'm a jerk back.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Well, good thing I'm not a troublemaker.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Let's get a drink for her.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
I think we'll get along well.
Alright. Here we go. Affect your destiny. Alright.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why.
She's good.
I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
You don't have to.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself.
I saw
Make
one.
up your own mind.
You don't dare say a thing because you respect their memory. But that doesn't mean that you don't have a lot on your mind.
You're not a PI for nothing. Okay. I don't know what it's worth, though. But Mrs. Hawkins, she went to see her doctor very often.
Okay.
I shouldn't have mentioned it to you. Forget it.
No.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Yep, lots.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
Yeah,
tell no-
don't blame you.
She'd know it anyway.
Oh, I know who it is.
Anything else?
The girl in the corner.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night.
Oh, well, that's
Screams, that sort of thing.
not, good.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
Alrighty. Consult the diary. Alright, what do we want to raise here? To improve the eloquence. Sanity, okay, that's all fine. Roy Mitchell runs the only bar Darkwater. Prohibition has no hold on stranded whale. Being on an island, it kind of helps you. Says come to seek some comfort in Mitchell's whiskey. Man, therefore, knows more than anyone the secrets and rumors that inhabitants of the island exchange over a few glasses. Mitchell is devoted to the golden age of whale hunting. The numerous trophies that decorate his establishment or anything go by. The man will talk freely on the subject on which he is so keen. They will be far less enthusiastic if one was to inquire about the source of liquor. Makes sense. It seems that the world has forgotten the very existence of this isolated rock off the coast of Boston. It is a small, inhospitable island whose coastline is made up of steep cliffs, sharp reefs, and with only one outlet in the sea. It's mainly inhabited by the descendants of whalers who set up a supplies post there in the 1800s. Was hit severely by collapse of this activity. I think that the only venture on the island that is still profitable is its medical institute. Darkwater Port, at the entrance of the port of Darkwater, one still passes in front of the shelves. Scylla. Scylla? The last whaling ship to have brought back a catch. The sailors wander the docks and looking for some small job for the day. A gang of the bootleggers has set itself up there and it's gnawing away at the territory of Captain Fitzroy, the last sailor to own a boat capable of making the round trip between the island and the mainland. Here the golden age of whale hunting is but a distant memory. Power is total impunity. That's nothing to expect. Alright, yeah. Knowledge. Alright. Let's see what we have here.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
Hey, what is that? Miss Baker. Always free for the lady. Oh, that's kind.
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You see.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Alrighty, let's see here. The Silo returns and saves Darkwater from famine. Where else for rent? Celebration night at the Stranded Whale. All hope seemed lost for Silo and its crew, and yet... Oh, yeah. Yet our fellow whaler, or what remains of them, turned to the port of Darkwater on Tuesday. The lady evening bystanders dashed to the pier to greet and assist the survivors of the very last whaler on the island. People were filled with amazement and wonder at the sight of the astonishing catch the nimble brig brought to shore. The miraculous catch, as Island is already calling, exceeds both its size and majesty every whale ever known to man. You should catch Moby Dick. Size, okay. Yeah.
She will do it again, you know. The girl doctor. Cold. She won't stop asking.
Not that again. She will get us into trouble.
I know.
Just listening. Okay.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations. Gifted with its own consciousness.
What are you reading?
Until it finds a new reader.
What? Alrighty.
Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
Dude, you're, you've got some, stuff on your hands.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations.
Okay.
Gifted with its own consciousness. Until it finds a new reader.
Okay, I think you're just repeating. Hey, cheery dudes!
You like our song?
Very much so.
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true.
Oh, you can ask
It's a
for it.
reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
How long ago was that?
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
Oh, good for you.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Is your neck okay?
What you looking at, stranger?
Oh, pretty lady.
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger.
Fair enough.
I told you to beat it.
Sorry, ma'am. Just doing my job. Okay. All right, let's head on over here. Alrighty.
The Scylla. It
Scylla,
closed up
okay.
beached at the entrance to the harbor. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
Oh dear.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Okay. Got the crapper.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
Terms of agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Let's make your payment to the carrier. Cat.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
A few dates are legible: 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. I want this information to be hidden. What's over here? A balcony in severe disrepair.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. Killer whales don't have many known predators.
No, they don't.
And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Indeed, you're right.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Alright, well.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder? I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
That big one?
Understood.
You
Which
know
one?
who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. Can you tell me where the warehouse is again?
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front.
Oh, okay.
Can't
That
miss
small
it.
one.
Understood. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
You got it. Alright, more skill points. We'll do that. Evidence, Captain. The only boat still sails between Darkwater and Boston. Base of the harbor master. Blah blah blah. I offer to help in my investigations. This catch is what the locals call the last catch of their whalers. Disappeared from the fishing zone of Darkwater. Whalers, crews, sailor made a gigantic and monstrous catch that they celebrate the catch. Blah, blah, blah. Alrighty. Clues. Threatening letter. Manifest. Alright.
Can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Get you anything today? Sorry. You got anything for me, dude? You look a little, troubled. Let's see here. Let's look around some more. Huh. Okay.
Damnation. I broke it.
Yeah, that sucks. That's some interesting writing. Alrighty.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Alright, oh, the cop is gone. No, the cop is right there. Never mind. Hi, gentlemen.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
Do what?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
What are you talking about?
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
Oh, they're guarding the booze.
Territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Oh, hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
Go to Boston.
We drink.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
See ya. Alright, man. You know, there is plenty to do here. You got whale bones, you got barrels, everything here be cleaned up, man. Alright, let's see here.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
Yeah, I bet.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
Alright, let's see here. My hidden skill detects hidden.
A handle. It must come from these old winches. It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Looks like I gotta go up there. How to get up there is the question.
This ratchet device seems to be usable.
How to get up there? Anything else? Oh, there's a ladder here.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Okay, I think I'm still missing something then.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Okay, so I think I'm missing something. Or rather, I know I'm missing something. Gotta be missing something. I think I'll have to come back to that. Ready? Go check out this.
You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad. Don't.
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
Hey, you guys keep repeating that.
Where do you think you're going?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
I'm a PI.
I'd like to know more about the Hawkins case.
I don't think so.
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Alrighty, well, I need to get in here.
You again? I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
Well, shoot.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Okay, well, there's nothing in here. Can I get over here? Anything over here? And why don't you guys become crabbers or something? There's like a lot of crabs around here. Yeah, probably. Alright, let's go talk to this dude here. If there's anything new.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
Apparently the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
I think that's what I was trying to do. I think I've got one more piece, at least. Is there anything for this car? I am definitely missing something. There it is.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch. Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
Alrighty. Oh, it's... Alrighty, well... That's not good.
Smoke. It's coming from this oil. I hope it's not toxic.
No idea what's under this water. What the heck was that? Oh, Jesus! What the heck? Yeah, that was freaking terrifying. Merge City will investigate Hawkins' warehouse. Appears that you're partly submerged tunnel that ran underneath the dogs or something. Took hold of his arm, tried to drag him beneath the surface. The detective caught glimpses of human and animal bodies. While his underground city, Pierce managed to... Jeez. That was terrifying.
This is primitive.
Yep.
Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
looks like it. Oh, that's gross.
It smells as bad as it looks. These painkillers were prescribed 3 months ago. Someone has been taking them since the time of the Hawkins' death. Can't sleep. I know how that feels. The glass is shattered, like someone smashed it. Was it before or after the removal of these bandages? Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it.
Interesting. Alright, what do we... Oh, I got more. Alright. I got everything but the special ones up to 3.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
And I'm a detective.
You seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce. I hate to be taken for a fool.
I'm not.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose.
Yeah, I went under your feet too.
Damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do
Crazy lady.
Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Oh, I was trying to introduce myself to you. I was watching me.
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Alrighty.
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion.
Hey, it's, does it always look this bad? I mean, besides the fire
The
damage.
place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you?
Yeah.
The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a
his
closer
fault,
look at
I
this
don't
mansion,
think.
or do you have other questions?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around, it would seem.
Yeah.
So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Alright. I think this is where we will leave it off here. And we will come back to this next week. Alrighty. Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.